We are here with Fabiano Caruana, who just won the game against Mishra, one of the youngsters in the tournament. Congratulations, first of all, Fabi. And I was just thinking, do you have a little bit different mindset and approach when you play against youngsters?
Well, I don't consider them like so young because they're already so strong. So it's not like I'm playing against a little kid who can't play chess. Like, he's already a very strong grandmaster, and last year he was in a plus score in this tournament. So I take it as like any other game. It's.
But is it a little bit in your mind, yes, that's still there, like such a big gap, or you consider him as a generation of Prague and Gukesh or something like that?
A little bit younger than this generation. Like, those guys already broke through to the very top, so now they're, you just consider them like the top players in the world. Mishra still has a few years probably before he'll be a very top player, but I think my coach will say that I did well to take him into an endgame. Like, kids are not playing endgames too well. I don't know if it's the case, but I think this is what my coach will definitely say. And yeah, I was happy, and I think that he maybe a little bit of inexperience showed when he went for this position with the isolated e-pawn. It wasn't necessary for him, and I think he more or less thought it's just a draw, and so he went into it not being too worried. But it's actually very unpleasant, and I was very happy to get it because it's like a risk-free, probably a draw, but you never risk and you can press forever.
I had a feeling when he moved the pawn forward, like played e5, this maybe was like the final mistake, or you think even without it, it was very bad already?
I think it's very unpleasant, and yeah, e5 is a bit maybe risky because he allows f4 at some moment, like I played later on. But then I thought before the time control, like maybe he has very good drawing chances. He blundered when he played like rook f8, rook f1 allowing queen e4, and then it's game over. But instead of rook f8, maybe rook d8, or instead of rook d8, maybe like rook d2. I thought he has a lot of counterplay, and even with the pawn up, it's maybe very good chances to draw. That was my feeling.
Yeah, and actually in the round 5 you're playing against another, let's say, youngster. They're not young, of course, anymore, as you said, Christopher Yu, if I'm not mistaken. So, what is your feeling about it? You'll be playing with black this time, and I think Christopher sometimes is trying, keep position like quite balanced, and not allow counterplay. Or this is what you are afraid a little bit of.
I think that's definitely his style. That he's playing very kind of steady chess.
Solid,
yeah, very solid. All his games have been positional so far, extremely positional. Today he was kind of on the worst side of an endgame, but he held it. And yeah, with white he's been very solid. So I don't know. I'll see what happens. But I'm not thinking too much yet because we have a free day, so I'll rest a little bit first.
Yeah, so during those 3 days, like now, of course, you're in your town, but still, I mean, during the 3 days, what normally you are doing? How much, do you spend more time for preparation, or you try still to keep your routine and not to overdo it?
Definitely some preparation, but I will try to do something active, some sports. I'm not sure exactly, maybe the gym or something, but definitely to do something which counteracts all the sitting and playing chess that we're doing for these 2 weeks. So I'll try to play some sports or do something at least that's a bit more physical.
That sounds like a good plan. Fabi, I will let you rest. Thank you so much for taking your time, and we'll go back to the studio.
Thank you, Anastasiya.